You're going to look back on this time, screwing around, playing your video games, not fulfilling your destiny, not feeling fulfilled. You're going to look back and you're going to beg on your knees to God that you never would have done the things you did, those of you that serve this, but you're going to realize you don't deserve redemption in the end because you went too far and you spit in the face of life and you spit in the face of everything good, and you're going to turn and go the direction you meant you were destined to go because it's what you chose, and that is spiritual, cultural, genetic oblivion. And that's the force of oblivion. Willing itself to death, willing itself to suicide, broadcasting a screeching, howling, tornado-level freight train of That's why you go out to these anti-Trump rallies. It's not that Trump's perfect, but they sense there's life force. They sense there's someone that doesn't want to destroy everything there. They sense there's prosperity. They sense there's something of strength, an idea of majesty, of human majesty. Made in the image of God, that's majesty. And there's just hell's right there, and the gate's starting to lift. And people sense it, and then there's a few reprieves and a few nationalist movements and Christian movements and populist movements, and just look what they're doing to the children. Look how they're preparing the radical Islam for us. Look at the cashless society. Look at everything. Look at what they're doing. Look at the cancer rates. And so as the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord lifts up a standard against it. But then the hordes of the earth cry out and say, no, we don't want a reprieve. We want Barabbas. We don't want Jonah. We don't want Christ. We don't want Moses. We don't want any of it. We want the devil. Now give us the devil. Because we're jealous and existentially angry at the goodness and the beauty. Because once they get you to be selfish, once they get you to be immature, once they get you to feel like you're ugly and stunted and to embrace it, embrace your evil side, then you see the strength and the honor and the will as twisted and as fallen. And then you wage war against it because the two cannot coexist. The globalists tell us coexist with them. They're not going to coexist with us. They're not going to let you have anything. They're going to suck your intellect out, use you, defame you, defile you, desecrate you, vandalize you before they tear you into 1,000 pieces. And the monster tearing you to pieces is already halfway down the throat of the next big monster behind him, and the next, and the next, and the next. And there at the end of the line is that old serpent Satan, right there at the switch, shoving his own legs right into the meat grinder. Well, I'm not going down that chute with him. But I'll tell you one thing, I've seen enough of the devil. I'm kind of like the devil. I've been there. I've seen it. Every night when I go to sleep, every night I get to get my little visits. And it ain't a visit from old St. Nick. The devil's real and he wants to kill you. And he's visiting you every moment as well.